Hello, and welcome to another review for U.S. Citizenship Preparation. In this video, we will review questions related to modern history, do reading and dictation practice, and practice some of the N400 questions. Okay, let's get started. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. When was the Constitution written? 1787. Name a war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? It freed the slaves. Okay, moving on to the 1900s. Name a war fought by the United States in the 1900s. You could say World War I, or World War II, or the Vietnam War, or the Korean War. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Remember all the W's. Whoa, whoa, whoa. World War I, Woodrow Wilson. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Germany, Japan, and Italy. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was the only president elected 4 times, by the way. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? He fought for equality for all people. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001? Terrorists attacked the United States. And now for some reading practice, please read number 1. What country is north of the United States? Please read number 2. When is Labor Day? And please read number 3. Where does the President of the United States live? Take out your notebook and a pencil. Get ready to do some writing practice. Remember, you can pause the video if you need time to write. Number 1. Canada is north of the United States. Canada is north of the United States. Okay, so check your spelling. Canada is north of the United States. Number 2. Labor Day is in September. 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 And number 3. The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House. The president lives in the White House. Okay, check your spelling. Make sure you put an S on lives and do a capital W and a capital H on White House because it's the name of a place. Okay, if you made any mistakes, be sure to circle your mistakes and write them correctly 10 times each so you will remember. Okay, the last part of this video is to practice a few of the N400 questions. Number 1, how are you eligible to become a US citizen? I have had my permanent resident card for 5 or more years. Or I've been a permanent resident for 3 years and I'm married to a US citizen. What is your current legal name? Is this the same name as it appears on your permanent resident card? Have you ever used any other names? Would you like to legally change your name? What is your social security number? Do you have a USCIS online account number? What is your gender? What is your date of birth? When did you become a lawful permanent resident? Where were you born? What is your nationality? Do you have a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge of English or understanding of the US civics requirement? What is your daytime phone number? Work phone number? Evening phone number? Mobile or cell phone number? What is your email address? What is your current address? Do you have a different mailing address? Have you lived anywhere else in the past 5 years? If so, you need to be able to say all of your addresses in the past 5 years. Is either one of your parents a United States citizen? Are you Hispanic or Latino? What is your race? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? What is your eye color? What is your hair color? Are you employed? Who is your employer? What is the address? When did you start working there? What is your occupation? You will need to give this information for all of your jobs in the past 5 years. How many total days did you spend outside the United States in the past 5 years? How many trips have you taken outside the United States in the past 5 years? For each trip you have taken in the past 5 years, say the date that you left, the date you returned, the country where you went, and the number of days that you were gone. What is your current marital status? If you are married, is your spouse a member of the US Armed Forces? How many times have you been married? What is your current spouse's legal name? What is their date of birth? What is the date of your marriage? What is your spouse's address? And who is your spouse's employer? Is your spouse a United States citizen? How many times has your spouse been married? How many children do you have? For each child, you will need to say your child's legal name, date of birth, where he or she was born, address, and if this is your biological child or a stepchild or an adopted child. All right, that's it for today. Remember, you need to study at least 10 minutes a day. You can do it. You can become a United States citizen.